you seen anything new or?
Well, nothing like actually has been happening now.
Okay.
There was one morning I did wake up and the metal wall decor, like my alarm was going off and I kept ignoring it and hitting snooze and hitting snooze. And I woke up again and after like the radio was going on and I was just ignoring it. And Sherman was laying on the floor and he looked up at the metal thing and I'm like, is that thing shaking? And I laid there for a couple minutes and just waited. And I'm like, okay, let me hear if there's like a helicopter or anything
Right.
going by. And there was nothing. And just that one piece was shaking. So as soon as I put my feet on the floor, it stopped.
And there's
I went
two
over
of them
there.
on the same wall
Yeah.
and shelves.
And it's just the one was shaking. Like, oh, somebody wanted me awake.
Mm-hmm.
But so in here we've had a picture frame. This was a couple years ago that fell off that shelf right here. And it landed like right here by the dog's dish and we were all gone and we came home and it was sitting there on the floor, completely shattered. It was a picture of the three of us. In there, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, that middle plate was completely turned around when we came home one day and nobody goes into that china cabinet and I was like slamming that door shut and we don't know how that got turned around, but that is like all my grandmother's china and all my grandmother's stuff, and she did pass away.
So it was physically turned around. Was the stand turned around or was it
Yeah,
turned
the
around in
whole
the
thing
stand?
was turned around, the stand and everything. Yeah. And nothing else in there looked like it was touched.
Was this grandma?
That's grandma. Yeah.
Was it around the time that you passed or after?
It was
I don't know.
after.
It was after,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe a year after? 6 months to a year after, probably. Do you think? Yeah, around there. Another time we came home and this was more recent.
Oh, yeah, this was like 2 weeks.
How long ago?
2 weeks ago?
No, about maybe you guys were here 2 weeks ago,
Oh,
so that's
it
about
was
a
3
month
weeks.
ago.
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
I actually have.
Ago.
I can tell you the exact
Oh,
date.
this is the one you guys were in.
Yeah, this is the chef guy that fell off the wall, and only the head. The head was still hanging, but the body was on the floor.
Which was like right,
Yeah,
it's like
And where
right
was it
back
hanging?
here.
it's right here. It was
Oh,
right
okay.
here, and the head was still here, and the
think it was
body
about-
fell.
So this
Was
is
the-
where it
The only
was.
thing that was, had a nail or anything attached to
Yeah,
it?
just the head.
And then the head
was
is just
dangling.
hanging.
It was weird.
And this was done
We came
on June
home,
3rd.
I don't know, afternoon or something. It was
It's just
first
like
thing I
this
saw when
guy.
I walked
He's
in.
just like him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have pictures of that. That was June 3rd that happened. She's seen things sitting out here doing homework.
Yeah.
She's seen.
I see
explain
these
that?
people walking, like from the corner of my eye mainly though. But it's like I question it all the time because I don't actually like see. Like I see it, but it's so hard to like actually like
It's so
believe
fast.
it, and it's so fast. Yeah. The one time it was like really clear. I was like sitting doing my homework, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw like a man walk into the living room, and that's when I actually saw like the whole body, and I saw like his actual like legs, like he was walking.
Do you know what he was wearing or what he looked like, or you just know
I
knew
just
it was?
know I saw.
Did you
his
just see the
figure.
body or did
Yeah,
you
the
see his
body.
head?
No, the whole body. Yeah.
Our dogs too, they act really strange.
So what do you mean by strange? What are they-
Yeah, I was gonna say they are dogs.
Really?
Milo will sit, the black one is Milo, the white one is Sherman. So Milo will sit on the carpet in there and stare this way and growl. And
Like
just-
over there.
Yeah, and just growl. And even last night he was staring like right at the steps there and he was growling into this room. And I'm like, I watched him for a minute and he got up and he slowly walked around this way and came over here. And I'm like, what is he doing? So I got up and I walked over this way and he was walking around this way, but really slowly and kind of growling.
Like
this.
just
He's
straight
Like
right.
Sherman, talking about Sherman.
Then Sherman, I have pictures of him one day when I came home. Well, she was with me at work one day and we came home and he was still working. And he was laying right there at the side of the fireplace and hunched down and just peeking over. Like he wouldn't really look at us. Well, he was looking at us, but just peeking over.
Like he didn't want to go into.
Like,
Yeah, he was scared for
Yeah,
some.
he
So-
was really
He's
scared.
been
you can
acting
hold
like
the phone
that.
if you want.
He's been acting like that a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, Sherman's just very sketchy.
He's
We
very.
know our dogs. We know our dogs.
Of course you do.
And
How long have
then-
you had him?
We've had Sherman for about 5 years, I think,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Milo
they-
for
Yeah,
like
you know,
Watch
the
that
little
video.
quirks.
Yeah, we rescued him. But he's never acted like that.
Come on, Sherman. Come on.
hide.
He's never hid behind
Yeah.
the couch.
I had to actually go on the floor and like call him over for him to come out.
Come here, baby.
Like something, like someone, like he was got scared. Someone scared him.
And watch, he shakes.
Yeah, he's shaking.
He's weird. What's the matter, Pup? What's the matter? You okay? I think you're really nervous.
And they're both in good health.
On his butt?
Yeah.
Oh, you're videotaping that. He's shaking.
And I
Yeah.
thought maybe he's got poop on his butt or something. So
Yeah.
we checked him and he was fine.
You okay?
Just real sketchy.
No, you can tell. He's just not. He's
Yeah,
not.
the only
It's
time
like
the
weird.
only time he ever gets like that is when he has poop on his butt. But
Yeah.
he had no poop on his
Maybe
butt.
he
He was
just acted
fine.
Well, not anymore.
Right?
Well, no, you can see the way he's acting.
Smelling like someone had a match in my nose. It was real.
The sulfur.
It was real prominent, and then when I woke up, I was kind of dazed. And I woke up, it lasted for a few seconds, and
Don't wear a mask,
then
I
it
could do
quickly
that all the time.
dissipated, went away. It was so weird.
It's not even
I've
that
never
big.
had that before in my life.
Well,
Never.
spirits
I told
oftentimes,
her.
spirits often try to get a hold of you using smells, scents. Like, you know, grandma passes away and then you
Sure.
smell her perfume.
Yeah.
Or she used to make brownies all the time as you were a kid. That's kind of one of your fondest memories. And that's how they'll appear to you.
But
with
also,
those
that's what I was
aromas.
saying within the dreams too. Sometimes they feel like they can communicate in your dreams.
Well, your
or-
body's at rest, your
Yeah.
mind is still active, and sometimes they feel like those dreams are not dreams, they're actually communications. You're getting told
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, there's been times when someone is talking, you know, I wake up and I feel like someone was, and it's real clear, like, Joe. You know, and then it's like nothing. Was I dreaming? I don't know. I don't remember my dream.
Right, yeah.
So, you know,
And I've woken up too with the scent before.
It's happened
It
to me a
smelled
few
like
times.
match being burnt,
Uh-huh.
and then I'd smell it, and then I woke up and I'd smell for like 3 seconds, and then it was gone like that. And I'm like,
Someone
it was
like,
out of my
like
head,
someone
like-
Right, so yeah,
Yeah.
real smells are gonna linger. They're
yeah,
not just gonna go away.
right,
yeah, that went away.
yeah, I did. And then what else has happened?
I've heard like, sometimes I think that someone's come home, you know, with the garage and no one's there. I've heard noises, people. I think somebody's coming, walking in and there's no one.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. I mean, at our house, we
It's very strange.
get stuff all the time.
My name was called and we all heard it
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
had
we
no
did.
idea who it was because it was just us three and then my little cousin. But she was 2. She was almost turning 3, and we heard Hannah. And I was in my bathroom getting ready for bed, and I go, "What, Mom?" Because I thought it was her calling me,
Right.
and she didn't answer. I'm like, "What?" So I walk in there after, and she's like, "What did Ava want?" I go, "Ava didn't call me." And she goes, "Yes, she did." I go, "No, she didn't. You called me." And she was like, "No, I didn't."
Yeah.
And
That's
Joe was like, "I heard it too. I thought Ava called you." I go, "I'll go ask her." And so she's half asleep watching her little show, and I go, "Ava, did you call me?" And she goes, "No."
It was.
And I
it was
asked,
strange.
yeah, but then I asked her. I said, "Did Auntie call me?" And she went, "Yeah."
It was
So
close.
we all heard it, but had
I
no
mean,
idea who
for
said
all
it.
of you to hear it, I mean,
That was crazy.
It was
Yeah.
clear too. Like someone was standing in the
Yeah.
hall and just went, "Hannah." It sounded just like that.
Just like that.
Hannah. That
So,
loud and everything.
How long have you been in this home?
Since 2011, March 2011.
And do you own the home?
No, we
No.
rent.
Okay, so do you know when it was built?
In the 80s.
80s, I would say.
I think.
Late
1980s.
80s,
Yeah.
late 80s maybe, or.
Has the same owner,
Really?
same
Pretty
owner?
We have a lot of
No.
stuff too, like you.
I
know,
know,
we were
and the
talking last
owners that
time,
have it
you know,
now are
we
friends
used to
of
do a lot
ours,
of garage sailing
so-
too.
We haven't asked
We
them
have, you know,
anything.
some stuff with her grandma, you know.
So you don't know if you brought anything.
Right.
You could have brought something.
I don't, yeah, maybe.
But you
This
said
is the
but
first
within-
time it's only happened, like it happened, started maybe 4 years ago.
But-
Real
but-
sporadic.
But recently, within the last few months?
It's been real prominent.
Okay.
Last
All the
few
time,
months.
we're,
So any milestones, well, you said grandma died 2 years ago? Okay, so
Three-
trying
2
to
or
think of
3
any
years
other,
no, just like they were
Come
asking, a lot of the stuff in here, we love garage sailing. So a lot of it we get at garage sailing or offer up or buy stuff. Like the couch we just got,
I was gonna say, what are the last items, like, within these few months?
the couch is the most recent thing we've got.
Okay.
We got that in January, February? It was this year, wasn't
And
it?
that's just-
I had
Yeah.
my dad's ashes here for a while, but they're gone, they're at my mom's right now.
And when was that?
Since we, well,
Because it's
since we lived
so
here.
well behaved.
But then I moved them and now they're at my mom's.
Yeah, if I can get more light in there, that'd be great.
That's about about right at the spot where we felt the sensation.
Where the pup is?
Where the dog's
Yeah.
at, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hannah says she feels a lot in her room.
Turn on the big overhead light.
A lot of,
It has to be,
no, I have to.
no, it needs to be cold. It's not turning on.
Oh, you have to probably pull the thing, babe.
That's what I'm saying.
Joe.
Joe.
What do you want me to do?
That's the big light.
Oh, I thought you said that.
First off, read mine. Secondly,
No,
like every other husband.
girls talk.
yeah,
The heat's fried my brain. I've been in it all day.
I don't. Man, this is probably rough for you.
It's 4:30 this morning.
Oh my gosh.
You were up before that, you were up
I have a lot
at
of customers, so.
The dog this morning got into both dog treat bags. They were all over the floor.
Yeah, I heard something crazy and I'm like, what? I get up at 3 and you're eating treats. And I'm like, oh my God, you eat the whole bag of treats.
Oh my god.
Oh, so he doesn't get today.
Two big bags of treats.
So I'll tell you right now, I feel like I'm getting touched.
You really?
And on my legs and my hands, I keep looking for bugs, but there's nothing there.
Oh, the puzzle piece? That was recent. There's been so much stuff. You want to explain about the puzzle piece?
Especially things in our room.
You told them about that.
The sheets.
Oh, yes.
In that area there?
Interesting, the puzzle piece.
That was the scariest.
My
moment.
rings? Did you see my rings? These are like really weird.
It's weird because they're both the same shape like somebody
So
back.
all these bracelets and my earrings
funny.
were all sitting on that ledge over there. Look at this.
That's a spoiled dog right there.
So,
Yeah.
so
That
weird.
gave me the chills. I was like,
Yeah, that is like if you,
like somebody squeezed it.
yeah, or you like really, I mean, this is like,
And I was telling him, I was like looking
I was
at it,
working.
and I'm like, okay,
I
is
was like,
there
I
any
need
kind of
something
like
like
plier
that.
thing mark on it?
and if
Nothing.
you try to like,
Oh yeah, my boss is a bodybuilder. Huge, huge bodybuilder. Like he lifts like 600 pounds.
He's on
And
magazine.
I'm like, Melvin, look at this. Like, can you squeeze it? And he's like, there's no way in hell. There's no way
You
in
gotta
hell.
have that kind of
And
hamstring.
this and my earrings and all this was sitting on a ledge right over there by my little medicine thing. I
and
woke up
again,
in the
this is where
morning-
the dog or whatever, something within that area.
Yeah, and the whole puzzle
Those
piece
bent
incident too,
together,
that happened within a
She
matter of
woke
like
up, she found them like
5
that.
minutes, maybe less, it was gone. Because I literally was out here, walked in there to wash my face, came back out, and it was
That's
gone.
crazy.
So that was really weird.
Too.
And then we've had cuts in her bathroom, in her shower curtain. Did you have these problems with
Yeah.
that? And then the same shape in her sheet.
I couldn't find pictures of that though.
Yeah, I wish I could show you, because it was literally like it was like her perfect.
How about, how
Like I
about
would
the,
be.
how about the thing when you were with your friends and there was somebody here or something?
Oh,
Somebody
then
heard something.
your friend when Gina was over.
Oh, I had 2 friends come over. This was a while ago. I'm gonna be a junior this year, but this happened like 8th grade year. I had 2 friends come over, and we were home alone, and we were sitting on the couch on the edge over here, and my friend Gina was like doing a recording, and she goes, "What was that?" And me and Nicole were like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And we thought she was talking about my dog, who came out of nowhere, like, "Oh, it's just a dog. It's just a dog." And she's like, "No, did you hear that?" We're like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Look, watch." And she got it on video.
But
We were
she
like, "Who
heard
was
it,
that?"
but
She
you
heard
guys
it,
didn't,
yeah.
right?
She heard it actually like in her
Yeah, that's what I'm
ear,
saying,
yeah.
yeah.
But we heard it over the video. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was really
Oh, that's
scary.
weird.
So let me ask you then, so if you heard something like that voice again, would you be able to identify it?
I think so because I heard it.
Probably, yeah.
Doesn't it sound like a little girl?
It was really
Oh.
high pitched.
Because you got some.
Well, when we were here, I ended up doing the digital recorders, and I caught 2 things, at least I think I did. I believe one of them is actually Joe, I think it's you, and I'll play it to see what you think it may or may not be. Okay, so this is the first one. And it sounds like, I think when you were over here, I'll play it again.
Do you want a speaker?
Sure.
That was weird.
But I think you were over here when we
Yeah,
were
find
when we were
something.
watching the K2.
That sounds right by the speaker.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
somebody whispering into the
Standing next to
speaker.
you or something maybe?
Well, you weren't though. That's the
weren't, though.
thing.
Oh.
You weren't. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it is or isn't, but I.
Yeah, I was kind of standing ready.
Yeah, you were
The girls
over
sitting
here.
there.
You were, yeah, the girls were here. Diane and I were over there. Here it is again. Sounds like stop to me, but it's definitely an S.
Yes, it is.
Stop. Okay, so that's the first one, or actually it's the second one. So this was the first one. Now this one is amplified, so it may be a little bit loud.
Is this a different one or is it the same
This
voice?
is a different one, and I just want you to see what it sounds like to you. It goes pretty fast. So you hear the dryer in the back, because the dryer was going. It's pretty fast, and it's actually in the front
Yeah, I
of the...
heard it in the front.
So here, I'll do it a couple of times.
Yeah, right there.
That was. Yeah, I heard something.
To me, with headphones, it almost sounds like either whiskey or wispy is what it sounds like to me. But
There's something in there.
You're the S.
I hear.
yeah,
Yeah.
so those are the two things that I captured. You know,
The
when we
thing
were-
that like my friend got was like really, it was like perfectly clear.
I thought you saved it.
I can look on my laptop. It might be on there. I can ask Gina. I know she has it.
Yeah, ask Gina to send it to you while they're here.
Good, those are, yeah. I mean, that
Well,
first
we-
one is kind of clear, and I mean,
Right.
it's,
Clearer.
but
Yeah.
it's like
The second
kind of
one
close
could be
to.
you.
It's kind of close.
I know.
Is
And I had the DVR over there.
But I really didn't. Why would I say stop? Yeah, I really didn't say anything because they're doing the recording. I was trying to be quiet.
And that's the thing. Like when Diane and I were over here, if you listen to the full video or the full audio of it, as I'm doing it, I say on the audio, whispering in the background.
Yeah.
But there was nothing like leading up to that. I didn't hear anything, but I said whispering in the background. So I don't know if it was or was not you at that time, you know, or somebody
And
whispering.
if you say stop, maybe the
Or
dog
you
came by you or
heard.
something.
right,
and you
or I
said
heard
Oh,
it,
I see.
and I
Yeah.
assumed it was somebody
Yes.
talking, and I said,
Right.
you know.
And here is where I feel the most. Like anywhere else in the house, I don't really feel anything. But like I used to, it would be like I'd just sit in here, play on my phone, do whatever, watch like funny videos, and then I'd go to bed for school, and then I'll lay there and I'll get like this really like uncomfortable feeling. Like I'm not, like I know I'm not alone. So like one time I was just laying down and I was kind of like, it was like one of the first times, and I was like, what's like, I don't, like why am I so scared right now? And I just knew, like I knew someone was there because I could feel like I was laying on my side and I could feel like a weight behind me. Not like someone was laying next to me. I mean, like you could say that, but it just, to me, like all I could think of was like, it was just like a heavy weight. So I was kind of like, all right, well, I'm not alone in here. And then my body started to get like tingles. Like I started to feel tingles all over me. And so I could not fall asleep for the life of me because that feeling was uncomfortable. And plus like I was just like everything was running through my mind and I had so much energy. Like I was.
When did this happen?
This was, how long was this?
A couple months ago.
Probably like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months
Is that
ago.
when you stop sleeping in here? Or?
Yeah, it was when I stopped sleeping in here. Cause I went into my mom's room. I'm like, I can't sleep in there. Like I cannot fall asleep.
Now, did it just happen that one night, or has it happened?
No, it's happened again. I think it's happened probably like 3 times
In this room.
in
only?
this room.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't sleep in here. I couldn't sleep in here. Cause like the first time I went into her room and I slept in there for a while, then I came back into here and it happened the same night. But that night, I actually saw like a little girl in my swing, and I was just sitting there like for probably like an hour, just like staring, and then I'd look away and then I'd look back and stare. Like I was just kind of like in shock. So, but it wasn't like I could just see her like shadow. She was like a dark. It was basically just like a shadow, but I could like see her because the swing, like it's not moving right now. It's not moving right now. Well, now she's moving it, but it was doing that, and it'd start to like sway, and then every time I'd look, it'd be facing me, and then it'd start to turn the closet, and then I could see like her shadow go like this. Like I could see like the dark shadow move, and I saw like long hair. So that freaked me out, and I ran into my mom's room. I'm like, I'm not sleeping in there.
And you saw somebody in the closet too, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, I saw someone sitting in my closet, like a dark thing, like sitting on my shelf up there, and the door was kind of like open a little, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just like my books, maybe something sitting up there, but I kind of looked again, and it happened. He was there like maybe 2 or 3 times. I kept looking, but then it was gone, like there was no shadow. So I was like, that's weird.
So, has this like the first time you've seen things like that, or have you when you were younger,
No,
or?
I was younger.
Okay.
No, I used to see things move really quick out of the corner of my eye, like, for the last few years, but, I kind of just, like, push that aside, because I'm like, I
You
never-
saw somebody in
Just
our
here?
room next to me, didn't you?
Yeah, but just recently is when I actually started to, like, see them, and then, like, they were there.
Feel them?
Yes, I definitely, in here, I feel them.
Okay.
I definitely feel them in here.
And the only reason why I'm asking you these questions, because you're still young, and a lot of times that you may have more abilities than you think you have, it's like spiritual abilities. So and sometimes, a lot of kids don't know they do. And the only reason why our son is like that. I mean, he was born, this is where he started at 9 years old. He started having, seeing things, feeling things, and didn't sleep with or came to sleep with us. He couldn't sleep by himself.
Yeah.
And just as years have gone by, we've just learned this now. He's 25. And they come to him in his dreams. So that's why I was asking you, like, because you said you talk in your sleep and things like that. That's why I wanted, do you remember your dreams? Because, it sounds like they're trying to communicate with you, because I think they almost feel like, hey, she can feel, she can sense, she can see, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, oh, wait a minute, she can see me, what was that one movie where they were like, oh my God, you see me, so then all of a sudden they just
Sixth
like
Sense?
ghost,
For the kid, or-
maybe ghost, something like that.
There's been a lot
I know
of
there
them
was
like
another
that.
one, I
I don't
can't
do
think
that.
of what it was, but it was a funny
I was thinking
movie.
of Petticoat Junction.
You would.
But it's all of a sudden, they know that he can see him, and so they're all like right there, and he's like, leave me alone, so it's almost, that's why I'm asking these questions, just because I want to, see, like, you may not know that you may have this ability, and
It's just weird because it's like really sporadic. Like sometimes I'll see it, and here is where I mainly feel it. Like I don't feel it.
And not
anywhere
even
else.
That's because
outside?
this is where your mind is noisy everywhere else. So this is kind of your little area where you relax and you bring it down a notch. So believe it or not, that's your mind is a little bit more
so true.
open to it. That's what happens.
Okay, that makes sense.
This
Because
is
in
your-
here is like I just,
Right. This is your
freak
area.
out.
Yeah.
This is where you kind of unwind.
and
So
that's
when you do
exactly
that.
how I am in here. Like I used to,
She used to live in here.
I literally
Yeah.
would come home from school and I'd be here the rest of the night.
Now she won't even
Not-
come in here.
Yeah, I
And
won't-
this
I
one
hate
is
it.
surprised. He will not usually come in here.
Because there's a lot of
Yeah,
people in
yes.
here. You probably feel safer.
But
Yeah,
the other
that's
thing
true.
too, you have to remember, if you maybe got frightened,
Sitting from
but they're probably not, they're probably like, hey,
Yeah.
a little girl, I mean, she's probably like, oh, another girl, she's my attention, but we automatically get frightened, we're like scared.
I think the most frightening thing for me was, I think I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of the fact I don't see them. Like I'm not aware like of them. I don't know if they're actually like watching me. I don't know.
Right.
I don't like being like in the dark about it. Like if I could see them, I'd be okay. But I can't like fully see them. I can't know what they're saying or trying to like say to me. I don't know.
Well, tonight you'll be able to.
And
We'll
you
talk
can
to
ask-
them
That'd be
tonight.
nice.
Yeah,
We'll talk to
we'll,
them.
and we'll come in here as well, and hopefully, and you will be able to
This is
ask
the-
the questions, because
You're right where you're at.
they know who you are,
You're
they
part
know
of this
who we
study,
are.
so.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully now, again, tonight, we may get stuff, we may not, we may have to come back again, because you know what,
Till
they have
Wednesday.
to, yeah.
Till Wednesday.
You're sleeping in here.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Me and Jen love
No
your
problem.
room.
Yeah,
Love
right.
your, we
No
walked in
problem.
here, we're like, oh, this is so cute,
Sleep
love
over.
it. But, and, and we'll see what we get, like I said, maybe we'll get answers, maybe they don't want to communicate, they may say, oh.
Yeah,
no,
sometimes
yeah.
when it's your first time in there, they're like, I don't know who these people are, I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to them. But
Yeah.
sometimes they're like, when finally
Right.
we can communicate.
Yeah.
So.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So do
interesting
I.
because it's like the more people do what we do, I think the spirit world is kind of talking too, saying there are people out there that you can talk to. It's not just the way it used to be where people ignored you. So I think it's, as we're learning more, they're learning more. The devices are getting a little bit more fancy, and Jason's real good about finding little toys to play with that allow us to hear in different ways. So
That's so cool.
So where would you guys like to start first?
Anywhere.
We'll start in the front room,
Okay.
since that's where some of the stuff was happening there, and then we'll move back here. And then we can do some ghost box back here. What I do want to do, since we talked about it, I'd like to leave a digital recorder in here running with us not here,
Okay.
and just see if we get.
I only have one. I'll
I have
have to-
mine.
You have yours? Okay.
Yeah,
then
and
that's
Jason's
okay.
probably got one too.
Okay, so Jen has hers, so she'll put hers back here. Okay, then we'll do that.
Do you want to see our room at all? My room?
Yeah.
And kind of redo that, replay that, how it was.
It wasn't this loud, but
But enough to.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, it woke me
So
up.
one thing we have to take into consideration is,
You said no one was here.
No one was here. I don't think you were here.
when that happened,
Yeah.
you said I was laying down.
Okay, you must have been sleeping then.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
you were here.
sleeping.
so
He was gone.
one thing people don't realize in Vegas, we're actually more seismically active than California.
That's what I thought too. I told my mom. She goes, "Well, maybe it was a little earthquake." I go, "Yeah, it
Could have been, could have been. Do you remember what date that was?
I took a video of it.
Okay,
Yes.
so if you have a date, I can actually look on my earthquake app and see
And
if
I
there
have the
was
time.
anything at that
Oh,
time.
good.
Yeah.
We can actually try to
videoed it.
see if
Oh, that-
that was, we can rule that out.
Yeah.
Or say that could have caused it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're happening here all the time. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then she's seen like shadows in here, but other than that, nothing.
Well, this is probably more a safe zone, I bet, because
Yeah,
they
with
know.
adults.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just had the smells.
With the
in there.
smells.
Yeah.
and-
She saw somebody standing next to me over there.
But I meant
see
for
people
things
all the
to
time, like, I see shadows all
happen. I
the
mean,
time.
yeah, they come in, but then they're like not able to, I mean, it's funny because for her, this is her safe zone. So they probably know that.
Right, if she feels safe here, they know she feels safe here.
Yeah.
It was funny too because when you stood over there and you're like, I think someone was touching me. When you guys first walked in and we stood over there, I looked over there really quick because I thought I saw like a shadow move
Yeah.
really quick right
So,
where he was standing.
The one thing we notice is that they tend to touch you like on the back of the arms and stuff, or the back of the legs if you're wearing shorts, or if you're not wearing a ball cap, the crown of the head. So this one was on my, like somebody was playing with the hairs on my hand. So right away I think a fly, maybe I have an ant on me or something. So I just kind of turn it slowly and look, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's happened
And
to
it
me. I
kept
never
happening.
thought of it like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they reach out and touch you. It's just energy.
Yeah.
So when it gets close to you, your energy, it's the best way to describe it is when you drag your feet, your socked feet on the carpet and then touch.
Static.
So that's the energy of the door and your energy reaching out and touching each other. And that's what spirits do because they're made of energy.
Do you, or have you ever felt like you walk through spider webs, like you're walking, you're like, oh, like
Something on your
Yes,
face, a
yeah.
hair,
Yeah.
something that
Yeah.
isn't
On
there.
my eyes.
That's
my
another,
face.
yes, that's another.
Really?
Yeah.
I get that all the time.
So it's like you feel like there's,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
you're going-
like with her, it's
I
always
gotta
like,
clean my glasses
Yeah.
or something.
Yes,
I got
right, and there's something
going on.
underneath. Yep, that's they say that's spirit touching you as well.
oh wow, I didn't know that.
So they say, well, people walk into a building and then they go, oh my God, I just walked into a spider web, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
You know, there was another night too. She was in the shower in her bathroom, and Joe and I were in here getting ready for bed. And the door was open, and I can't remember if the air was on. But we're sitting, and the door was open like that, and we were sitting. I was by the door to go outside, and he was standing here, and this thing just went like this.
So let me tell you how that works. If the only way a draft can happen is if it's really gusty outside and there's two ways of air to enter or exit. But to be that open, air conditioner would not do that.
Yeah, that's what.
Because it's too big of a gaping
The way
hole for it to pass through.
closed.
It won't
It
do
was pretty
anything.
fast behind me. It almost hit
Yeah.
my butt. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
We were like, what the hell was that? Hannah's in the shower. Okay.
Right, blow it off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do a lot. I just blow it off. But the puzzle piece, I think, was just like really scary for me because that happened in a matter of seconds, and I knew there was a puzzle piece there before I went to go wash my face. So that, like, I started crying. I was so scared. I was so
We were
scared.
in bed. She jumped.
I
over us
I
on
was
the
shaking.
bed.
I was like this. I was like, how the heck did that happen?
Well, when stuff, we've been doing this a lot. I mean, for a long time, in the beginning, little things would kind of throw us a bit, and we're like going, you know, did we do the right thing doing this? And now we've been doing it for so long that it's like nothing really phases us. I mean, we really need to have something literally fly across the room for us to go, wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't phase us anymore. And
Yeah.
what we know in the time that we've done it, we've been some really creepy places. Linda Vista Hospital, Goldfield
Well, this even-
Hotel.
We were down in
Washoe
Savannah, and that
Club.
was pretty creepy.
One of the most haunted locations
And the
in
hospital,
the
there
country.
was remember the hospital was vacant?
Yeah.
Right,
Then
but
all
you,
these homes.
you don't hear of a ghost hunter died. You don't read. People don't. There's nothing out there killing people. No
Right.
Yeah.
spirits out
No,
there
no,
killing
yeah.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So don't,
don't be afraid of it.
I think it's just the unknown. People
right.
just
It's
don't
it's
know.
having to learn
The unknown,
about it.
yeah.
How can I deal with this? How can I? Because I tell people they're around us all the time.
Yeah, it's
They're
just
around
unknown.
us all the time. We just don't. You know, we're raised.
Yeah.
It's not like in a textbook somewhere where we're going, oh, the ghost section. We're going to talk about spirits around us all the time.
Yeah.
But they really are. And if
Sure.
if you're in Savannah, anywhere in the South, I mean, they believe the spirits are with them at all times. I mean, it's part of their culture, and it should be part of everybody's culture because it really does happen. So,
Yeah, I believe it.
I do too, especially now.
Oh, yeah.
say, ooh, that tickles, which means it just got touched. So it'll either paw, you do that, it'll do that. It also senses, it'll go, oh, it's cold in here. Did you turn the air on? So it's letting us know if temperature is going up or temperature is going down. And the belief is, when you get a cold spot, what that is it's a spirit. It's hearing me. So it's asking me to repeat.
Yeah, yeah.
So what it'll do is
So a cold spot is.
right. So if it so the remote's on the bed. We'll set Boo right here, facing out like he's friendly. Joe's not here. Relax.
Right.
Angry Joe's not gonna touch you.
Uncle Angry Joe.
Okay, so it's calibrating. Remote. So we got it right there. We have a digital recorder.
There's one over there. I'll put mine right there on the bed.
Okay, so I want yours a little bit closer, Jason,
Okay, yeah.
only because I want to hear Blue Buddy speak.
Right.
And then I'll see.
That guy's ready, that guy's on, everything's good, yeah? We're gonna turn off the lights and exit.
Okay, thanks.
So it's directional. So activity on the couch, you saw that the one in the back was only kind of flickering. She started talking about the exercise room, and it started here and it went that way. So with it being directional, there's an energy source of electromagnetic going either way, either coming around this way or going the opposite way. And it won't go off when I go near it. See, I mean, I can go up barely, but it goes directional to me, and it should be the other side.
Well, Jason,
Yeah,
a minute ago I had the K2 was going off over here,
yeah.
and when I lost the K2 signal, that one started going off.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird, it's never gone off when I touched it though. Yeah, see now, there's nothing there, so I disrupted whatever was here, I believe, I just disrupted that energy, because it's not, there's nothing.
What's interesting that it's right there. That's the spot that you guys have identified.
Mine is.
So now 77.4, 79.2, so the temperature's come down a little bit.
If I just took and I scared you, I didn't mean to scare you, you can go ahead and sit back in that seat if that's your favorite spot.
Are you off the phone?
Yes.
Let's start Ghost Box. We can ask some questions.
I jinxed myself.
Anybody get a light?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because you light. We sit on all the
Yeah, she's got her.
down there. Like you sit up there, she sits there, I sit there. One wants to be.
I didn't even have it.
Here, turn over just enough so I can see. There you go.
Oh, I have my little flashlight.
Well, that would have been great.
Let me go get it.
It should, there's no reason that should be going off.
You didn't do it before, why is it doing it now?
I just told her we could go back and sit there.
Oh, I'm sorry, you know what? Should we have taken off our shoes?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Unless you want to be more comfortable, you're fine taking off your shoes. Comfy.
Well, I just, because I know as far as,
So the way this works is it's an AM/FM radio. It's set to AM, and it scans backwards. Actually, it's on the AM, FM station.
Can you take and make it go around all the way?
Oh, let me put this on.
And what it does is it scans at a rate of 4 stations every second. So you're gonna hear kind of a pop, what we call a popcorn sound. It's going through every station. And it's got the static, which is the white noise they use to speak to us. So it's controversy because people say, well, it could be a word being said or a name being said on a radio station. But keep in mind, you can't say the word hi in under a second. So if you get Anthony, that's going to take several station sweeps to get that name. So that's where it gets, where it gets its validity, from the fact that we get sentences. We don't always hear them now. Sometimes we have to go back and listen to it again. We record these sessions, and we'll hear stuff really underneath the noise. We'll hear voices and stuff. But we will be able to hear stuff if they're going to speak to us. We'll actually be able to hear it. Somebody wait for just a second.
You have a picture? Okay, good.
Yeah, I got one.
This one, yeah.
So that's reverse sweep.
I need to relate to this. I was going to and I forgot on my way over.
So we can't record?
Oh, Jason has his.
I got mine going right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn this up then, right?
I have to turn it off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is it even on?
So it's kind of annoying to listen to this at first, but you'll get the hang of it. So you hear a lot of different, whatever.
Hello.
Hello, so it's sort of very cool. So if there's anybody in this room, in this house, with this family that would like to speak to us, we can actually hear you through this device. Okay, audible.
Audible.
This device, can you say hello? Is there anybody in this room that would like to talk to us? Can you tell us your name?
I think you already know who we are. Right now, all we're wanting to do is communicate and find out and get answers as far as to why you're here.
This family has asked us to come here to see if we can communicate with whoever's here, doing the little things. They feel that you're trying to get their attention. So this is your opportunity to speak to them. You don't have to speak to us.
And we don't mind that you're here.
Is there a family member that wants to speak to this family?
No. I don't know, there was a little yes there.
We would love to talk to you.
It's okay to say, I mean, it's okay. I mean, just, introduce yourself first. Just tell them hi. You're not going to harm anybody. You're not going to harm yourself. You're going to let them know that You can hear them.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Introduce yourself. I'm Emily. And this is Hannah. And Joe is my husband.
It's back there.
There we go.
Can you tell us hi?
Well, we know that there are two people, or a little girl and a man that have been seen here. Are you guys here tonight? Hey, so the little girl. Hi, did you say hi? Yeah. Hi. 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 What is your name? Do you have a name? Do you have a nickname?
Did it say Beth?
That's what I thought.
Beth? Yeah, I heard it again. Is your name Beth? Elizabeth, maybe?
Try saying it again. Please, don't be afraid to communicate.
I've got a question for Beth or Elizabeth. Are you fond of something in the house? Do you like to hang out somewhere in the house? Right here.
Right here. Is that the mail?
That is the mail though.
Now, if he could just be answering our questions now, just because they have to get their energy to answer. So we may get late responses as well to the questions.
¿Cómo está?
Jim?
I heard John.
John? Is that what
John.
I've heard Jim a couple times too.
Talking to the man, is this your spot over here where these devices are, where I'm pointing to? Is that where you like to sit? Was that your spot at one time? Family, yeah. So I know it may be hard for you to get energy. You can take and you can use my energy freely. I offer it up to you. So that way you can try to communicate a little bit better.
You can use my energy as well.
I offer my energy too. Mine too.
Do you hear the little girl every once in a while?
I do.
Beth, can you tell us how old you are? Do you happen to know your age?
11?
That's what I heard.
I heard 11.
Hannah, do you feel like she could, now that you've seen her, do you think she could be 11?
Yeah, I told them around 9 or 10. I said that around that age.
Okay. Thought I heard someone said I'm here. Who is that? Sounded like it was the male. Jim, John, what is your name?
Something like 50,000?
I thought it said like a bat, like a freaking ass.
That's crazy.
You want, let's rewind and let's see if that is the case.
That's at 2205.
Oh, here. Move it towards you now.
Okay, hang on. That's really weird. What's going on there?
I can understand it, so.
Well, we can hear this from where you're at. Let's just listen to it and see what we can hear after.
You want to listen to the whole thing?
Yeah, let's go. It's only been, what, like 10 minutes?
22.
Okay.
He's on the couch. He's on the couch.
Let's see what we,
Need to put blankets in here?
I'm sitting down here for a reason.
So we can't record?
but Jason has his.
I got mine going right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn this up then.
Yep.
Right? So if there's anybody in this room, in this house, with this family who would like to speak to us, we can actually hear you. Through this device. This device, can you say hello? Is there anybody in this room that would like to talk to us? Can you tell us your name?
I think you already know who we are.
What is that?
A deep voice?
Yeah. I think you already know who we are.
It sounds like I am.
I think you already know who we are.
I do.
I thought it sounds like let's talk.
But
Yeah.
it sounds like I am cool.
I can't make it out.
That's why we listen to it.
I think you already know who we are.
Doesn't sound like I do.
That's what I heard.
So we have two.
All we're wanting to do is communicate and find out and get answers as far as why you're here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm
I
with
heard
you.
that too.
That
I
was
heard
pretty
that
clear.
too.
Yeah.
What we're wanting to do is communicate and find out and get answers as far as why you're here.
I'm with you. That's clear as clear.
And get answers.
That's as clear as you can get.
Yeah, but no, but
Female voice. Now think about it. I'm with you. That's got to be at least 4 sweeps.
but
4
the
different
thing,
stations, same voice.
but Brian, did you not hear? Remember with the first one that whatever at the beginning? It's in there again.
Oh, again. Let's hear it.
Oh,
Oh yeah. As far as why you're here. Right now, all we're wanting to do is communicate and find out and get answers as far as why you're here. We're with you. This family is asking to come here to communicate.
It almost sounds like I am too.
Things, they feel that you're trying to get their attention. So this is your opportunity to speak to them. You don't have to speak to us.
We don't mind that you're here.
Is there a family member that wants to speak to this family?
I don't know if it's a well yes. We'd love to talk to you. It's okay to say, it's okay. This. Introduce yourself first.
It says Morgan.
You heard what?
Morgan. When she says you can introduce yourself, she's talking to Hannah, but it says it's a male voice saying Morgan.
Oh my gosh, this thing.
As far as why you're here.
I backed up, sorry.
This family is asking to come here to communicate with whoever's here. Doing the little things, they feel that you're trying to get their attention. So this is your opportunity to speak to them. You don't have to speak to us.
We don't mind that you're here.
That was weird. That was the laugh. That was the laugh. Right there. Yeah, that was the laugh.
Or another laugh. We don't mind that you're here.
That sounded like a doll. That's what it sounded like.
Is there a family member that wants to speak to this family? I don't know if it's a well yes.
We'd love to talk to you. It's okay to say, it's okay. This. Introduce yourself first. That is. It's called mom. You're not gonna harm anyone. When you're soft, you're gonna let them know that you can hear them. I'm Emily. And this is Hannah. And Joe is my husband.
Can you tell us hi?
Put it up pretty good.
Moves. Yeah.
It's into the stud up there. It's
Because we'll
pretty
see if we can
Now,
do
you're gonna do a ghost box. Do you want to turn Blue Buddy off, or?
Oh, yeah.
Can I sit on the bed or should I sit on the floor?
Nope. It's in the bed.
Can I sit on the bed? Oh, that set that thing off.
It shouldn't though. That's the thing. It shouldn't be setting that up. It should. You shouldn't be affecting that.
Hi. Pretty sure mine is in here.
Shouldn't be never in here.
Is he coming in?
Never, literally never.
No, he never comes in here anymore.
Well, the dog set that thing off.
No,
No, see?
He's like, what the heck is that?
Are you by me right now? Are you attracted to me for some reason? If you are, make that device go off. The one that has all the little rods on it. It's okay, I don't mind. Splitting headache right there, right at the top of my head.
Mine went away.
Right there.
Yeah, I can get
you're getting a headache now?
Mm-hmm. Make the other device go off. Make the one that has all the rods on it. Make that one go off, please. Okay. I don't know. That's weird. It shouldn't be. There's nothing underneath the bed, right? Like no extension cords.
Over where my mom's sitting, yes, but.
But nothing here though, right? Like right here in the corner of the bed, there should be nothing.
No.
Can you make this K2 go off again? This device right here underneath my hand. Can you make that illuminate? Get close to it, touch it. It won't hurt you. Thank you. If you're doing that, can you make it stay solid to orange?
That's my stomach, sorry.
Go all the way up to orange if you can.
My stomach goes.
Try again, real hard. Try to go all the way up to orange. Get real close to it. Bring all your energy next to it.
That's not mine. That was in my stomach. Was it your stomach, Brad?
I thought I heard a voice. That's what I
Yeah.
thought I heard. I didn't think it was the stomach.
Nope, other one. There you go.
Over where my mom's sitting, yes, but.
But nothing here though, right? Like right here in the corner of the bed, there should be nothing.
No.
Okay. Can you make this K2 go off again? This device right here underneath my hand. Can you make that illuminate? Get close to it, touch it. It won't hurt you. Thank you. If you're doing that, can you make it stay solid to orange?
That's my stomach, sorry.
Go all the way up to orange if you can.
This one's going
That one's responding.
I know, they're both responding. Try again, real hard. Try to go all the way up to orange. Get real close to it. Bring all your energy next to it.
That's not mine. That was in my stomach. Was it your stomach, Brad?
I thought I heard a voice. That's what I
Yeah.
thought I heard.
Okay, we need to go
Don't
back
you
to
hear
this.
it? I didn't think it was the stomach.
It's only a minute and a half, so
Okay,
you want to play it again?
yeah. Let's see if we can hear it.
Thanks.
See, what is that right there? You hear that? Is that?
Knock?
No,
No,
it's
like a-
somebody. Sounds like somebody whispered, but
I thought too.
right there.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh, right there, I heard it
Unless
too.
it's someone.
That one sounds like stop again.
Yeah, I heard stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
yeah.
It's stop. Oh, look.
It's the same stop as.
Somebody said stop before and now they're ringing.